Well, Daniel Ryntjes sat down for more with Robin Chase, Executive Chair of the New Urban Mobility Alliance. She's also the co-founder and former CEO of car-sharing platform Zipcar. And he started by asking her about the challenges facing new transport innovations.
So if we think about the innovation that's happening today, autonomous vehicles in the future, or the shared bikes or the electric scooters, the challenge is all of those new innovations are having to fit into the existing city streets with the existing regulations and the existing taxes, and it's nudging the status quo and is causing chaos because of that.
What do you mean status quo?
So I would say, how do we allocate our streets? Right now, cars are getting most of them, so most of the street space and parking space. So when we throw in a couple million bicycles, where do they ride and where do they park?
And those scooters are starting to freak people out because they could potentially crash.
Or if we think about the e-hailing, so Didi and Uber and Lyft, the issues is, where are they pulling on and off the street? Are they stopping in lanes, or do they have a spot to load and unload? And they're taking away jobs. And as we conceptualize these, we have to stop thinking that transportation is going to fall into these very clear, are you public transit, are you a personal car, or are you a taxi? That's this option set. And in fact, we have all these new things that are crosses and mixes and halfway in between one or the other. And so it's causing this huge disruption.
And it could cause a lot more disruption, couldn't it, if we don't begin to plan for this wonderful future?
So if I think about autonomous vehicles, that is one that is a disruption that, if we don't change things, causes me the most anxiety. Right now in cities around the world, we have let cars get away with not paying for their pollution, not paying the actual true price of parking, and not paying for congestion that they cause. The difference between self-driving cars and today is that when you make decisions about traveling, your body is involved. Now with self-driving cars, I don't even have to think about, is it going to take up my time? I don't care, because so I think we will start using self-driving cars as our personal slaves to run around and run errands for us.
And we've seen examples of people actually beating up these autonomous vehicles, I guess because they are concerned that with a computer behind the wheel, they're not necessarily yet able to make rational decisions, and therefore they're worried about the safety implications.
Naturally, I think there is, in a small percentage of people, there is concern about robots are taking over the world, or I might lose my job, or they can never be as good as people. But if we look at that on a non-emotional basis, today's cars kill so many people worldwide. I think it's 1.3 million worldwide. And if self-driving cars can improve that percentage, which we believe they can, it's better.